Hello and welcome again to Quick Videos for Learners in a Hurry. Very quickly I want to show you within Excel spreadsheets the difference between absolute cell references and relative cell references. I've prepared a small spreadsheet showing student names, the numbers they achieved in their tests. Out of 100, the maximum score is 100, and we're going to calculate this percentage in the right hand column. Very simply, that would be equals, to start our formula. We'll click on 77 for Ben, that's his result, and that was out of 100. To calculate the percentage, we'll divide by the maximum score, which was 100, and this will give us this will calculate the percentage. But although it won't show it as a percentage, and you'll see why in a moment, I'll press the enter key. 77 divided by 100 indeed is 0.77. To have it display as a percentage, I'll click up here, this little percentage sign, and we can see that it's now correctly displayed. So I'll apply that percentage sign to the whole of the column, so that when we make a calculation they'll show correctly. Let's do the same thing for David then, just to show that it's working. Equals the 63 divided by 100, press the enter key, 63%. Of course 63 is 63% of 100. Let's look at this percentage, look at this formula. If I click F2, the actual formula appears that I typed in. So it's equals B3, which is this cell here, column B, row 3, divided by 100, column B, row 2. But when I copy that cell down, if I click F2 again, you'll see that it now reads B4 divided by B3. B4 is column B, row 4, David's score, which is what we want. But B3 has changed from B2. Remember, it was column B, row 2 for the 100. It's now increased to column B, row 3, giving us an incorrect result. 63 is not 82% of 100, as we very well know. So what we need to do is to make this B3 static in this. Let's escape that and go to the and delete it, but it's wrong. We'll go to the next one. The previous formula. We need to make that B2 somehow static, to remain the same, while allowing the B3 to change to B4, B5, B6 and so on. And that's done by putting a $ in front of the two characters, before the B for the column and before the 2 for the row. And now when we copy that down, you'll see that the formula has changed B3 to B4, but it has not changed B2, it's left it at B2. This is a relative cell reference. It's relative to where the figures are, and it will change when it's copied down or across. This is an absolute cell reference, meaning that it will never change. It will always be this absolute reference, this 100, or column B, row 2. The reason we have two $ is because the first $ before B will stop the column from changing to C, D, E and F, but will allow the row number 2 to go row number 3, 4 and 5. So let's copy that down, and you'll see that the $ has stopped the column from changing. It's still in B, but it does not stop the row from changing, and this is why we need to have a $ before the 2. Copy that down right to the bottom, and you'll see that these are all correct. Now if you can't remember that it's the $, perhaps there's another way we can help you with this. Equals for the to start the formula, 77 divided by B2. If if you click F4, it puts the dollar signs in for you. You see, I just clicked F4 on the keyboard and it put these two dollar signs in. If I click F4 again, it just has the dollar sign before the row number. If I click it again, it just has the dollar sign before the column letter, and click it again, it goes off, and as you can see, it kind of tabs through both dollar signs, just the one for the row, one for the column, none, and then back on. So we'll leave it on, copy it down. I'll if I grab this correctly, copy it down, and there we are. So you see that B3 remains throughout, changes throughout because it's a relative cell reference, but B2 does not. It's always the same no matter where we are. Just remind you, I'm showing those formulas by clicking the F2 on the keyboard. And that completes this video. Thank you.